Because this man has accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
Coming out of college, what college you go to? None of us know.
Mankato State.
Boom. One of us know.
Near Saskatoon.
He went to one of those schools that shows up in March Madness, and you go, holy shit, that school exists.
Yeah, that's a real place.
To play football, though. Mm-hmm. Nobody went there to scout him, and that's a shame because this guy had to pay to get into a regional workout. He was seen at that regional workout as, wow, this guy might be a champion on the football field. Yeah. Then he had to go to another workout and finally found his way home to the Minnesota Vikings. And what did he do there? Oh, I don't know, just went on to become an All-Pro and a Pro Bowler and a captain.
What?
Now, with his first time ever being in free agency, I do believe, testing the waters, he has found a home with the Carolina Panthers. Carolina, obviously the home to an owner who's the second wealthiest in sport, a brand new regime, great golf courses, and this man's services. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Thielen.
Yeah!
What's up, dude?
Sir, what's up?
Hey, golf courses, did that play a role in this whole thing? Huh? Did it?
Well, or the fact that there was a full swing golf simulator about 10 feet from my locker.
Ooh.
That could have made a difference.
What a play that is. The facility's ridiculous down there. A full swing is near your locker room. What do we got going on in there?
That's what I said. I said if they were trying to recruit me, there was two things that they needed to do if they could have done some dirt. And one was have a golf simulator in the locker room. Number two was have a cold brew with a little bit of oat milk and a little bit sitting at the front door when I walk in.
Wow. What a recruiting pitch this whole thing was. Adam, can you turn your phone sideways right now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's ricocheting, I do believe, up into your speaker. Perfect. So they had a beer waiting for you when you got there, a little cold brew coffee. Cold brew coffee.
They didn't, but I'm saying if there were two things to do, that would have been it.
All right, close though. Still, I mean, golf simulator in the fucking locker room is bananas. Shout out to having the second wealthiest owner in all of sports. How did we get to the Carolina Panthers? Ian Rappaport said that he was hearing that there was potentially another team involved. How involved was Frank and Josh McCown and Andy Dalton? And how involved was everybody in the whole recruiting process? And obviously, how excited are you to get down there?
Yeah, kind of crazy. I mean, like you said before, I've never gone through this process before. So the whole process was nuts. I mean, I'm not a very patient person, so I had to pull out all the patience I possibly could have to just kind of let my agent do his job and then really just trust him, which he did. You know, between Blake Barrett's and Luke Invice, they absolutely killed it for me. And just
hell yeah, boys.
An opportunity to just kind of be the guy I am. So honestly, wasn't really planning on going to the Panthers and went on a visit there just to hear him out because I wanted to go somewhere that I felt like I had an opportunity to win a Super Bowl. And when I went there, I sat down with Coach, I sat down with the GM, I sat down with all the coaching staff, and I felt like Carolina was the place to do that. I feel like there is a real chance to win a Super Bowl, and that gets me so excited. I think the staff of how excited they were that I was there. And what I could bring to that offense, to that team, to help them win football games was exciting. And then all the pieces are adding. I mean, when they added Andy Dalton, that was a huge part to me going there. Just knowing that a veteran guy's played a lot of ball, can really groom and help lead a team and a young quarterback that will be coming in. And then Miles Sanders, Hayden Hurst, these guys, I know they're talking to a couple other receivers that could really help. And the guys that they already have there. So a defense that finished, I think, in the top 10 last year. I'm excited. I couldn't be more excited. I didn't know it was going to happen this free agency. There was other teams that were kind of putting some pressure on, but I couldn't be more excited to be a Panther, and I truly mean that.
Will you say who the other teams are or no?
Well, I think there was the Broncos, Cowboys. I had conversations with those teams and a few others. Okay. Again, the Panthers just felt like the best fit, and it all kind of just worked out. It all happened kind of quickly. I didn't know when it was going to happen, and it just kind of all came at once. But again, my family, my wife, my kids, we're so excited to go there. We're heading there tomorrow as a family to go sign and check out the city. So we're excited.
Charlotte is a beautiful place. I believe you go uptown, not downtown, down there in the Queen City.
Ooh.
I do believe. And also, home of NASCAR. Remember, a lot of NASCAR down there. The golf courses are majestic.
Beautiful.
There's a lake down there, too, that I think has glorious homes that this man can certainly buy off this deal. Hey! Now, listen, they say go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. And I'm not saying you've been tolerated or treated like you're tolerated anywhere, but it sounds like Carolina Panthers rolled out the red carpet for you. A lot of people assumed you'd want to go to a place that you win. You addressed that in your last answer, but the contract had to be fucking good. Is this what you expected, what you thought? I think we're all incredibly happy for you, Mr. Thielen.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to say I went there for the money and all that, but honestly, at the end of the day, again, money was not a big deal. Of course, yeah, you want to get paid what you feel like you are worth, but at the end of the day, again, I wanted to go to a good situation for my family, for myself, and ultimately that I felt like a place seriously had a chance at winning a Super Bowl. And again, I really do feel strongly with that. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day. To all the Vikings fans, right? Like I'm a Vikings fan. I was born and raised a Vikings fan. So of course I didn't want to leave Minnesota, and I would have loved to finish my career there. But I am really excited about it, a fresh start, a new opportunity, and can't wait to get there.
It'll be great for all parties, man. It'll be great for everybody. I've been getting crushed on the internet, and I think time will obviously make it and great for all parties. It'll be the same with you. 3 years was long. Was that the goal whenever you got in there? Because obviously you were 32 years old. You are in terrible shape.
Yep. Yeah, brutal.
You are in disgusting shape. You don't own a gym that has a few franchises.
Nope. Eat terrible.
You don't. Yeah, you eat terribly. You don't even have your own protein bar, pretty much. You don't have that. You don't over easy is incredible, by the way.
So good. Delicious.
But you take care of your body, obviously, so much. You are a stallion physically. 32, 3-year deal. You'll be 35. That'd be old as shit, right, for a wide receiver? Or is that just, you think, plan, goal, always going to be able to be that long?
Well, that was a big factor in the decision as well. I didn't want to be a 1 year just, kind of gap filler, just come in, thanks for your service, see you later. I want to be part of something special. I want to be part of building something, being a part of something to bring a championship to a city. And so I felt like, with my agent and our conversations, that I wanted to go somewhere where I could be a part of it for a few years, to be able to be part of a building process to win a championship. So that was a huge part. I mean, they were willing. That was their plan for me from day one when I stepped in that building. They said that's what they want. They want me to be part of the long haul and be part of a run. So we're excited about that as well. Just not being a gap filler and just showing up for 6 months and thank you. Here's your check and see you later. So that was huge. And again, thank you to them because they didn't have to do that. A lot of teams were saying, I was too old and they didn't want to mess with that, and they didn't want to give me more than 1 year, and so that it's a credit to them doing their research, watching my tape, seeing who I am as a player and as a person, and then just giving me that opportunity.
You have undrafted across your chest right there.
Hell yeah!
Right, had to go prove. I'm going to pay to go prove myself. Right, I'm going to go pay to go prove myself. Undrafted thing with the gyms. Did you hear the
see him stacked up?
Yeah, a lot of people didn't. My age was a thing. Credit to the Panthers for watching the fucking film. I just saw you heard it. You got a lot of motivation right now, huh? Highly motivated Adam Thielen right now with the chirping that's going on.
Well, I would say this. I mean, that's been my whole life. So the chip has never fell off the shoulder. I mean, I feel like every step of my career, high school, college, NFL. People have doubted me, and that's what's got me to where I am. Again, like I told these teams when I was having conversation with them, is I feel great. I don't care the age. Yeah, I get the whole age thing. It's tough for you to give a contract to a guy that's 32 years old as a receiver, but I feel fantastic. I came out of last year healthy, was able to start training right away. I'm coming away from my training sessions, and I'm going to my wife like, man, I feel great. Like I'm so excited. To get a new opportunity, and as stressful as it was, because I'm not a very patient person, and just not knowing where I was going to go, playing 10 years in one spot and never leaving, it was a little stressful, but I couldn't be more excited.
Thielen, you're a dog, dude. We all know it. I can't wait to watch what they have in store for you. I can't wait, especially with the rookie quarterback. They tell you who they're drafting?
They didn't. I was trying my hardest. I promise you, I was trying my hardest to get that out of them. But that was one piece of information they wouldn't give to me because they knew I would leak it to my guys.
Yeah, well, we appreciate the hell out of you for yesterday, dude. Thank you for that.
Love you, Thielen.
I do. I genuinely appreciate the hell out of you. You've been way too kind to us, I think, over the years. And obviously, you texting me and telling me, I waited 5 minutes because I didn't want to jump into the insider's world. I didn't want to do it. They literally don't have any lives or human actions.
No, that's
on their
Super
phone.
Bowl.
And if they get beat?
Because that whole thing. So I gave 5 minutes. I don't know if you recognize that as it was happening, but 5 minutes, and then literally 713, 708 text, original text. I go, my man, what's up? And then bang. Thank you so much, dude, for that. You are very, very kind. I needed some of that too on my timeline. My timeline was getting pretty negative. I was getting killed out there. I'm getting murdered out here. Connor has a question for you, though, Adam. We appreciate the hell out of you, man.
Yeah, Thielen as a white wide receiver and a Patriots fan, I'm pretty devastated that you're not coming up to New England. I thought you had, Bill Belichick written all over you. But was part of the reason you went to Carolina because you are a bona fide number one guy, and with Justin Jefferson's emergence these past couple of years, you've kind of taken a step back, like both because of how good he is and also because of the fact that you understood that? Because we were talking earlier, like maybe in Minnesota, sure, you had different numbers, but they're also drawing up a lot of plays for Justin Jefferson and not you. So was that part of the appeal with Carolina? Like, hey, I'm ready to prove everybody that I am still that number one receiver?
Hell yeah, Connor.
That was honestly, I can honestly say that had nothing to do with it. I've never been a guy that says I need to be a number one receiver. I need this many targets. Or this many catches. But you kind of alluded to a little bit is I just want to be able to be a part of an offense. I want to be able to help an offense win games. I think in this league, you can't just have a number one receiver, that you have to have multiple guys from the running back position, tight end, receiver. And I think that's what Carolina's building. They're really putting together a complete offense of guys that kind of can work together to help the team win. And that's why this game is the greatest game there is, because it takes a full team to win. You can't just have one guy or two guys in this league. You can't do it and win the big game. So that's what I'm excited about. I know they're going to make some more moves and they're going to draft some guys, and it's only going to help a rookie quarterback just be able to go out there and play free and let his playmakers play.
Are you going to help recruit now? Are you part of the recruiting pitch?
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, what are we doing? We texting? We sending gifts? We sending golf clubs? We doing golf rounds? What are we doing? We sending the kids over to babysit? What are we doing?
Over easy bars?
Maybe.
Well, I've been sending some Instagram messages out to some guys I know.
Okay.
You said people you
They're
know.
doing a great job. Honestly, I haven't had to do much because just some of the pieces that Miles Sanders and Hayden Hurst. I mean, those guys. I mean, they're great players that have proven it, and they're just going to come in here and have an instant impact.
Coming here already. Hey, let's go.
that.
Hey, we love this. Family down there, huh? Feels like you guys are building a family down there. Is that what it feels like?
Yes, sir.
Frank
Yes,
Reich,
sir.
dude. Hey, Frank Reich won games here with the Colts. He did. He was not in a great position with the Colts ever as head coach, I don't think. But he made some of the decisions. Like, he was put in an interesting spot, I think, with the Colts. But whenever he had the team all in. He was making aggressive calls. They were winning games. Went to the playoffs. Like, speeches that he was giving were resonating with everybody. Like, I think Frank has the chance to be an incredible coach. The way it ended with the Colts, I think a lot of people view it as like, that's what Frank is. It's like, he got Phil Rivers first year with the Indianapolis Colts to the playoffs. When Phil Rivers, no offense, I don't think Phil would take any. Rivers could not run.
No,
last year in the league.
walk.
He actually could not move. Yeah, he literally could not move. But he could sling that thing.
Oh.
And Frank Reich kind of dialed up an offense that was incredible. When he was at Philadelphia, they had success. So I hope that you guys get a version of Frank that is like hardened, experienced, and like ready to go. We're winning it all down. You said you want to win the championship down there. They want to do that right now too, it sounds like, huh?
That's what it feels like, and that's what it felt like from the moment I got in that building. And
Did you meet Tepper? Did you meet Tepper, the owner?
I haven't met him yet, but
I think
excited to meet him.
I think he's a let's win right now
Yeah,
guy.
win
I
yesterday.
think. But you can feel that in the building?
Well, and to be honest, I probably wasn't going to go on a visit there unless it was because of Coach. That was the reason why I went there, because I've had respect for him for a long time, just from afar. Playing against him when he was the Eagles offense coordinator, seeing what he did there, and then with the Colts and the teams that he kind of put together there. His ability to spread the ball around and get a lot of guys involved and to move the ball, do some of the RPO stuff. I'm a big fan, so that's why I went there. And then when I left the building, it was hard for me not to be excited, just because again, they're ready to win and they want to win and they have a plan. That was the biggest thing going there. Is like, what's your plan? And it was very clear that they have a plan to win, and win now and win the big prize. It's not just get through a couple of years and see how the rookie does. No, it's their plan to win.
Hey, you walk in that locker, you're doing a full tour. You go to the cafeteria first. Where'd you start at? Weight room?
We started in the weight room.
Okay. Then we
Obviously, you can't tell.
What?
Love the weight room, Dude,
when I first went into the Colts weight room, that's the tour they gave us when I first got there. Robert Mathis was shirtless, jumping rope in the corner off to the right, and didn't skip a beat. And it was the fastest of all time. I was walking around with the other rookies, and I was like, I'm gonna have to grow up quick.
Holy shit!
That guy, holy fuck! That guy is a teammate now. Okay, that guy's on my team. That's great. That is great news. Always normally start at the weight room, right? And don't you think that it's kind of normally the starting place for everybody in the tours?
That just made me think of that I'm sure that is the common courtesy is to start in the weight room. But my first encounter with the Vikings organization after I signed after the rookie camp was I go in the hot tub after I signed, and Phil Lodeholt is sitting in the hot tub. And I don't know if you guys know who Phil Lodeholt is, but he was a left tackle that was the most massive human being that I've ever seen in my entire life. And I kind of got in that hot tub like, oh, so this is the NFL, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know if I belong. He's 6'9", 360 pounds. So this is a little different.
That's a real deal, though. Whenever you start, oh, shit, I'm in a whole new place. That's going to happen with you at Carolina. So you take a tour, you go weight room, then they go to cafeteria and talk about how good the food is? Or do they go right to the locker room and then they say, here's the simulator we have? Yeah, by the way, Mr. Thielen?
Yes, they did go. We went weight room, equipment room, talked to equipment guy. He was trying to put the jersey on me the second I walked in there. So
hell yeah.
He was ready for me to sign that day. Which was exciting, and then through the locker room, and then the simulator, obviously.
How'd they say? They said, and here is a golf simulator. Is there also cornhole in there, or is the golf sim the?
There was 2 ping pong tables, which I'm a huge fan of ping pong.
Me as well. So 2 ping pong tables and a golf simulator in there?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. Holy shit!
Sweet.
How nice is this facility? Because they were about to build a new one, weren't they?
Yeah.
Is it nice? Is it a nice place? Has to be.
I mean, yeah, it's not gonna rock your socks off. I mean, coming from the Vikings facility is pretty tough to beat that. But it's kind of cool. It's in the stadium, so you're not having 2 different places. You're right in the stadium.
So that's why there's so much space to have a golf simulator and 2 fucking ping pong tables in the locker room. That's a lot of space, I think. Okay, so that's how they laid it out. What did they say about the sim? Ever here, sir? Or did they know it was going to be a home run with you, or no?
I don't think they knew because they kind of downplay here's a simulator, and I was kind of asking questions. I wasn't asking questions about the weight room and all that. I was asking, hey, so what kind of simulator is this? Can I bring my clubs in?
Yeah. Are there rules? What are the rules?
Going on here?
Are you just allowed at the driving range because that never glitches? How many hours are you allowed to hit into this thing? Do I have to schedule my time? Are we only doing irons? Am I just bringing my irons?
Yeah.
What are there's a lot of rules. I mean, that's a loud thing as well, and pretty. Yeah. You'll take care of it.
I kind of have it planned out. I think because I'm a morning person. What I'm thinking is I'll get to the facility extremely early because when the kids are sleeping, anyways, I'll get about 45 minutes of swings in, and then start my recovery morning / film study. So I kind of got a built-in 45-minute buffer that I'll just get up 45 minutes early to get my swings in.
Dude, you're gonna be so good.
Yeah,
I had that with a cornhole, dude. I talked about this last week. I had 3 hours in the middle of the day while you guys were trying to learn shit, where I literally didn't have anything, so I just played cornhole. Literally for 3 hours a day. Matt Overton and I played against each other, and if he was either getting treatment or doing something else, I would just throw fucking bags all by myself. I became like I was training 3 hours a day. I mean, that's a lot of time. You're going to get 40 minutes of hacks in, as a warm-up? Oh, my God.
Scratch.
You're going to be a pro golfer soon. This is going to happen.
Let's do it. Well, and it's like you said, there's great golf courses around there. So in the off season, OTAs, I might have to check it out.
Good for you. Tone Diggs has a question for you, Mr. Thielen. This guy's going to be fucking scratch. Are you already? What is your handicap?
Well, I was a 0, and then I took 6 months off, for the season. And I've been struggling a little bit. I'm a 1.2, I think.
Oh, this guy sucks, dude.
Struggling.
Holy shit. You're terrible at golf. Tone has a question for
Adam,
you.
have you spoke to Mr. Dalton yet? And are you going in there with the thought that he's going to be your potential starter? Or are you thinking that the number 1 overall pick's going to be your starter? Have you thought about that yet?
Well, I'll say this. I have talked to him. We've known each other for a while. And my wife and his wife have known each other for a few years, doing some of the Christian conferences together and stuff, and great family. They also have 3 kids just like us. And so in a very similar situation. So it's great for my wife as well to have that relationship already. But I don't know what that'll look like, but I will say this, that it was a huge part of the decision that Andy was there. Just because I don't know, you never know what will happen with a first overall draft pick. It could be lights out and the best pick of all time, but you just never know. So just to have that security blanket,
Smart,
knowing that Andy is a dang good security blanket. He's played a lot of football in this league at a high level, been to the playoffs, a few times. So it definitely made that decision way easier to make.
All right. Well, sir, we are incredibly happy for you. We're pumped for you. What does the rest of the day look like? I know we saw on your Instagram stories, we were reminded, 3 children. They seem to be active. They're all sitting on the back of what? A golf cart?
Of course.
I don't know if you saw that. The guy's handicap right now, trash.
Yeah. What a bum.
Yeah.
Trash, dude. 1 point, what you say, 1.2?
Yeah, 1.2. It's rough.
Gross.
So you're getting no strokes ever against anybody.
No, it's brutal. And the problem is my guys that I kind of play with out here in Florida quite a bit, they don't take into account that I just had 6 months off. So I kind of come back here and I just get murdered for like a month. And they love it, of course. But then now I'm starting to hold my own a little bit. So we'll try to get that back.
So what happened? You played in high school?
I did, yeah. My high school golf team was full of football players. So we always said if we can't win the tournament, we could definitely win in a fight.
Smart. Just in case anybody starts popping off.
Hell yeah.
You gotta have that. You gotta have that. You know why what is happening, right? Like when you're golfing, you have the high school experience.
What's the change?
So like I'll hit something, I'll spray it way right, and I'm like, all right, aiming left today. That's what I think.
Yes.
You are like, well, must have came up over the top, must have had a little different grip or something like that. What a weapon. Watching you golf was a joy. Just want to let you know that. Just a fucking, you were so good at golf. That 3-wood story that we talk about, 326 or whatever, over the green is so real because there's people that hit massive balls, massive golf balls. AJ Hawk hits the ball so far, so high.
380.
Every time or whatever. A 3-wood like 340 over a green in a celebrity golf tournament is hilarious. Mm-hmm. Just to think of. Are you going to be a professional, you think, someday? It's very hard, right? Isn't it like incredibly difficult to do?
Yeah, I mean, it's the chances are extremely slim. Those guys are just, there's a few guys actually out here at the course that I'm at in Florida that are trying to make it. They're on like the mini tours and stuff. And you go and play with them and you're like, how is this guy not on the PGA Tour? He's having 7-8 birdies on a course that is an absolute grind. And hits it a mile. They hit it a mile. They make every putt. If they do miss a putt, it's because they misread it a little bit. They hit it on line every time. Their speed's perfect. It's just crazy that they're not on the tour, right? So I say that to say it's pretty difficult. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna try to do like the Monday qualifier thing, as many as I possibly can, and just see what happens.
Hey, why not?
Playing, kids are in school. I'm gonna practice a little bit, and we'll see what happens.
All right, I love it. We appreciate you. Enjoy your downtime. Congratulations on another deal. Congratulations on 3 years in Carolina, and congratulations on what it sounds like is immediate success.
Yeah.
You've bought in. They're ready to go. The owner seems antsy to get a winner soon. Oh, you can't win? Get out. You can't win? Get out. You can't win? Get out. That's what he's been. Now that Thielen's joined the operation, and Josh McCann, and Frank Reich,
Right.
and Andy Dalton, are they having like This is like this is what we need to do.
Yeah.
This is how we need to do it. I'm excited to watch how it goes. We appreciate the hell out of you, ladies and gentlemen. All pro Adam Thielen.
Yeah, Adam!
Thank you, Adam.
Dog.